Hey there, Foxy Gamers! Welcome back to Let's Build the Lego Movie Park. Now, one thing that I know about myself that I was hoping to change, but let's be honest, you can't change in such a short period of time, is that I am not a very good person at making buildings. Like, here is your hard and fast proof. I have these horrible, ugly, cubic buildings, and I'm like trying really hard to do cool things like add this bay window, but I can't even figure out how to like make it look good behind the window. And really all I want to do is this kind of stuff. Like, I really love making character things or, you know, little details and stuff like that. So this episode I'm going to just, you know, skip a little ahead and focus on creating Wyldstyle. Because I had a really good time making Emmett and Princess Unikitty, so I would like to make Wyldstyle. Now, I'm going to have Emmett and Unikitty here just as a little bit of inspiration for me. Yay! I think I'm a lot better at making stuff like this than I am buildings. So if any of you guys want to make buildings for me that look like Lego buildings and upload them to the workshop so that I can put them in my videos, I would love that, and I would be happy to give you credit for it. Okay, so I'm going to do, let's see. Now, I don't want to be in a walking pose, but we are going to use these pieces that we made once upon a time. Whoops. Although, I will select them all now, and, shoot, we're not going to be able to change the color of them. Oh, that's what it is. Okay. In order to change the color of multiple ones of them, I need to, of course, add them to a building. So we will do that. And now, hypothetically, I should be able to... No, okay. Well, that's because I have different kinds of pieces selected. But there we go. Alright, so her legs are black. And we'll change all these colors here, and hopefully the rest of this I can grab all as one piece. There we go. Yay! Actually, I think the problem was that I had the building piece selected before, but I could be wrong. Anyway, now for her chest, and I am keeping these the way that they're rotated in the blueprints until I have these all pieced together, and then I can change it, but... Ugh. This is, like, uglier than I remembered it being. It doesn't line up very well at all. Is that what my Emmett looks like? Crazy sauce. Alright. Actually, I forgot. We're gonna have to... Can I change the color of these if they are all together? Let's find out. Yes. Okay. But I didn't actually place the body where I wanted to. Just wanted to test that first. So now we will get it in the proper location. These are not sized as properly as I thought they were. Shame on me. Alright, luckily she's like wearing gloves, so all of these pieces will be black, including the hands, which makes it a lot easier for me rather than having to try and select everything individually. I do want to rotate her hand a little bit, because this looks kind of like it's broken. And I forgot a piece. Let's try that again. Do we select them all? Come on. What is wrong? Oh, okay, so I did combine these, but because I hit undo, it undid the combination. I'm so used to undo also undoing my movement and select like it does in Maya, but that is not the way it works here. Okay, did I get all of the pieces? No. Alright, well, we're just gonna have to... Here, how about I say goodbye to you, sir. Alright, good enough. I don't care about it being perfectly symmetrical, although it is still a little bent. We'll fix it later if we feel like it. Alright. Change them all to black. Yay, that was so easy. Okay. So now we need her head. She's gonna be a lot trickier than Emmett because she has more details in her clothes and on her face. We'll have to give her some lips. And her chest here is actually yellow. Oh, okay. So this piece is black here, but she has a yellow chest that is covered up by the piece that they snap to the Lego. I might worry about that later. For now, let's try to get her face looking good. Now, she has highlights in her eyes, unlike Emmett, because, you know, Emmett is nothing special. So we will... what's this one look like? No. I think we'll use just the little... Nope, nope, okay. Cone it is. Alright, so here's what I have attempted so far. I don't know if this is really gonna work. I have a feeling she's gonna look really terrible by the time we're done, but from a distance, it doesn't look so bad. The problem is that her face is a lot more detailed than Emmett's. With him, I was able to get away with just the pupils and a thin, smiley mouth, but she's got differently shaped eyes and highlights, and then she also has lips. So that's going to be the trickiest part. But I will keep using this triangle piece here and see how it goes. Alright, here we go. Here are her lips. It kind of looks like some weird deformed butt or something. But I thought it would be best to block out the actual shape of her lips first. As is the case in really any form of art, it's better to sketch something out, block it out, get the general shape in there before you go in to outline. And specifically for this one, I didn't want to do it first because I knew that putting the lips like that would push them off of the surface a ways. And so if I would have outlined the mouth first, then it potentially would have gotten hidden by all the pink spheres. So hopefully it will look alright after we get this put in here. Gee, I don't know, guys. Oh, what do you think? Is this gonna be worth actually trying to make look good? It's really not terrible from a distance. It still kind of sucks. But when you get up close, it's like, oh god, what's happening? Why does she have jagged thorns sticking out of her face. That was my attempt at her freckles, but, you know, limitations. Alright, well, I'm gonna move on and try and make her hair look good. Obviously, I still have her other eye that I need to finish up, but I'm tired of that. And I want to see if by giving her hair, she's... Oops, that's not what I want to do. She's actually going to look good. I think this sphere is too big. The thing I did with Emmett that I don't want to do with her was I made the hair too detailed before figuring out the shape that I wanted. Damn it. So this time, I will use the spheres to kind of block out the shape of her head with the hair on it. And then I will go add the details. Oh my gosh, this rotation thing is driving me crazy. She looks like some weird, crazy, bald, half man, half woman. I love it! Alright, now we need to put in the details for her hair. Let's see, for Emmett, I used these guys. I think that's probably what I'll do for her again. Maybe a bigger one? Yeah. Alright, so the first part we want to get down is the sweeping motion of her bangs. And then after I have the base with the black color, we'll go in and add the pink and blue highlights like she has in her hair. This is one of the trickiest parts. I really wish I could rotate these pieces from the center of the object and not this anchor point of it on the end here, but that's just the way it works. I imagine the developers were not really expecting people who actually do 3D stuff to want to do something like this in their game. Hey, I just appreciate that there are Art Deco pieces to begin with. Well, there you have it, guys. This is, I guess it's okay. It's maybe acceptable. One piece of advice I have for you is to, if you want to do something organic like this, to use the things like the prolated sphere or this kind of flat-ish one rather than the perfect sphere. It works great for starting out the shape for the head, but if you use the regular sphere, I don't have an example because I deleted it, but you start to get something that looks like, I don't know, a necklace made of pearls or something. It's too perfect for making something more organic. These work a little better because you can overlap them and they, you know, kind of have more of a variety of shapes than the spheres would. So that is a little piece of advice I have for you. I want to kind of make a bit of a flow here. See how this piece is sticking out in the middle and it's obviously part of a sphere? I want this to kind of look like it's her hair that's making a line in the ponytail. So we'll see if we can do that. Oh, I'm sorry, but it's really frustrating trying to rotate these the way that I want to and then select the proper one. Man, it takes me forever to make these videos because you guys have no idea how much time I spend off camera trying to get this figured out. And it's funny too, like, if you look at some of the really awesome theme parks, like maybe Silverette's, for example, but even him, he's been building this kind of stuff since RollerCoaster Tycoon 3, so he's probably a lot faster at figuring things out than some people. But, like, there was that sci-fi park with the crazy roller coaster on it. Super freaking awesome. There were, like, 1 million triggers for lights on the ride and everything. But that took this guy 300 hours, and I'm just like, what? I'm not sure I have that kind of patience. I'm not sure how many hours I spent in the alpha because I was playing a little bit of it before it was on Steam, and so it didn't, like, track my time, you know? But even on Steam with this version, the live version, I think I'm somewhere at 50 hours, which is nothing compared to these parks that have, you know, 300 plus hours spent on them, and I'm just like, where do these people find the time? I don't know if they're students or something, because not all of them are doing this for a job either. Like, maybe Silverette makes enough money off of YouTube to do it full time. I'm not sure. I haven't heard otherwise if he has a different job or not. But I'm just like, how do you guys... dear God. How do you find the time to do this? Anyway, I think Wyldstyle is coming along pretty alright. Her face ended up not being so bad after I... Oh, jeez, this camera orientation on the mouse thing is driving me crazy. Her face ended up not being so bad after we got this hair put on here, and then I'm glad I didn't bother with taking the time to finish her other eyebrow and eyelashes anyway, because we ended up covering them up with her bangs. Okay, I think this'll work alright. See, it's much easier for me to make lines in her hair with these spheres because it's a bigger scale than, say, the mouth. Although I think we don't have quite enough room here for the blue highlight, so I will back these up a bit. There we go, guys. There is our little Wyldstyle. I think that sort of works with her hair. I mean, it's very obvious that that's Wyldstyle, and I guess that's the important part. So, yeah. I think we're pretty good on her hair. I don't really have any plans for the backside there. Not really sure what it looks like anyway. But okay, I think that's gonna do it for this episode, and next time we will work on fleshing out, like, her little hoodie thing that she has here, and putting the cool little graffiti stuff on her leg. Okay, thanks a lot for joining me, guys, and until next time, stay foxy, everyone.